Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Shalona McFarland here in the Philippines, and today I thought I would discuss oral health. That's something that I haven't covered in a while, and it's a really good subject. Most people don't know the history of fluoride and things like that. So I thought I would inform you a little bit on that and some different things you can do. Sorry, I have an odd shadow this morning. Maybe that'll help. Okay. And so the history of fluoride. Fluoride is a neurotoxin. If you look at it on the periodic table, remember high school chemistry where you had to learn all those weird letters and numbers that went together and they were on the periodic table and it told you whether it was a metal, a chemical, a toxin, or something like oxygen and helium, things that actually are not harmful for the human body. Well, hi, Jason. Fluoride is in that section of poison. Okay, it is, hi, Cindy. It is a poison to the human body. And what happened was, I believe in the 40s, late 30s, early 40s, somewhere around in there, the military had a massive chemical spill, and it was going to cost them billions to clean it up. And so you've probably heard of Freud. Freud studied the human psyche as it related to sex. And he had a cousin, Jennings, and he studied the human psyche as far as how easy it was to manipulate. And so the military got a hold of Dr. Jennings and said, hey, we've had this really bad chemical spill that's going to cost billions for us to clean it up. Do you think there's any way that you could convince the American public that it's good for you so that we could not clean it up? And Jennings said, yeah, sure. And that's why we have fluoride in everything, in our water, in our toothpaste, in all sorts of different stuff that it's not supposed to be a part of our lives. Fluoride is not good for us. It is not good for your teeth. It actually increases brittle bone syndrome, so it increases fractures. It decreases the enamel on your teeth, which is exactly the opposite of what they say it does. And it also can degenerate your nerves in your brain because it's a neurotoxin. So there are a lot of people who have negative responses to fluoride, as most people have negative responses to cyanide or arsenic, or those are all in the same family. So something to think about. I don't personally use that, never have. Well, at least not in my entire adult life. You can make your own toothpaste with baking soda and different things. Hi, Carolyn. Or there's plenty of them that are made for you already that are clean. I use Dr. Oh, I don't remember what it's called at the moment. I didn't bring that with me because I didn't know I was doing this talk today. But there's lots of toothpaste out there that are fluoride-free, chemical-free. They're just toothpaste, and they work just fine. They work great, actually. Other things you can do oil pulling. So what is oil pulling? Oil pulling is when you take coconut oil and you're going to take, a mouthful of it and swish it around in your mouth for, when you first start, probably just for a minute, maybe two, and then you can extend it to 5, 7, up to 10 minutes of swishing, okay? And it makes your muscles in your mouth work pretty good. So you might get sore at first. That's why you only want to do it for a couple of minutes. And so you swish it around really good. Do not swallow it, because now it's going to be full of toxins, because it actually pulls toxins out of your mouth. It helps decrease cavities. It helps decrease plaquing, all of those kind of things. So you swish it around in your mouth for a couple of minutes. Spit it into the trash or something like that. Do not spit it down the drain or in the toilet, because that coconut oil turns to a solid at 76 degrees. Okay, so anytime it cools, it's going to turn into a solid, which means as soon as the water hits it, it's going to turn into a solid and it's going to clog your drains. So don't spit it into your drains. Spit it into, I don't know, one of those tossable Dixie cups or something, and collect it for the week and then toss the whole thing later. Do not eat it. Do not swallow it. You don't want those toxins back in your system. Okay? But like I said, what that does, that pulls out chemical toxins. It helps pull out bad bacteria from your mouth. It improves your breath. It tastes good. It's a great way to get your mouth and your oral health back. Excuse me. So oil pulling. Brush your teeth after that. Okay, so after you pull, brush your teeth and rinse really good, and that will get out any residue that was left behind. But I think if you start doing oil pulling, you'll find you'll really like it. It's good stuff. And you want to make sure the oil you can use fractionated coconut oil. That's fine. It comes in the liquid form. If you're using solid coconut oil, you have to melt it first because it's really hard to swish solid oil. So I recommend the fractionated coconut oil. That works just fine, and you're not going to be eating it, so it's okay if it's in plastic. It's going to pull out that toxin and spit it out as well. Okay. So other things you can do, there are different kinds of gums out. This is spry gum. It's made with xylitol. Xylitol has actually been proven to help reduce cavities naturally. It's an alcohol-based sugar, but it's a 0-calorie sugar. So it's one that it's not going to spike your blood sugar. It might spike your brain if you want sugar, but it's not going to spike your blood sugar. And it helps clean your teeth. And there's a lot of different things made with xylitol. I have xylitol pops that are suckers that are made with natural fruit and xylitol as the sweetener, and that works really well also. So there's a few things you can do for your oral health. Brush your teeth at least twice a day. Hi, Colina. And do the oil pulling every day. When I was doing morning walks, I would do the swishing. I would take my oil right before I went out for my walk, and I would swish for as long as I could. I just swish and swish and swish and swish and swish while I was walking, and then I could just spit it off the side of the road or in a ditch or whatever, and it's not going to clog anything. It's not going to hurt anything. It's out of my body, and I'm good to go. And then I would rinse out with some water because I always had water with me. Okay, so that's another option for that. So brush twice a day, oil pull every day, and if you're going to chew gum with something like xylitol in it so that you're not forcing more toxins into your body. That also helps heal the teeth. The toothpaste I use, it has xylitol in it. It is clean toothpaste. There's no fluoride. Stay away from the fluoride. So there's a few things for you to think about today. If you don't believe me, go look it up. It's all out there. The PubMed.gov has some of the best research I know of. It's the most accurate because it's double blind, third party, all of the research is legit. Okay? So hopefully that gives you something to think about, and I will talk to you next Monday. Alrighty, guys, God bless. Love you all. Hope everybody back home is good, and I will see you next week. Bye.